Hey guys, we got one of our Discord members with us today, and we're gonna be helping them find their personality type. You don't have to go into anything you're not comfortable with, but what you do say we will use to find your best
Mhm.
fit type. Can you introduce yourself?
I'm Hannah. I live in Florida. What do you want me to say? What kind of
Um,
information do you want to know?
okay. You live in Florida. I live in Florida. Me and Thomas both live in Florida.
Do you live in the Panhandle?
No, you guys just got hit by a hurricane.
Wait, no, it did not hit my place. You know what happened, right? So I had a driver's test on the 26th, right? Of
Mhm.
what comes before September, I think. Um, and everything was fine on the 25th, right? Like there was like they said like the hurricane was gonna come earlier, right? Like, oh, it's there's gonna be a hurricane, you guys need to get water and stuff. And the 25th was fine. The 26th, everything shut down, right? So I could not take my test.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like everything was shut down. The grocery stores were all shut down. Everybody got to go home to work early because of the hurricane. It did not hit my area though, and there
Mm-hmm.
wasn't really any rain except at night. Like there was no damage. There was nothing. And like on the 27th, everything was fine. So basically, it was really unlucky because like the day I was gonna take my test, everything it just like it's not even like a week, right? It's just like that specific day. It was just really unlucky, I thought. But I rescheduled it and I got my license.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
What took you so long to get your license?
Um, so I'm 18 and I just got my
Okay.
license, right?
Okay.
I was just like never like I was never comfortable with driving. Like I was always kind of scared of it. So I was like, I'll just do it later. And I was really depressed in school, so I would just sleep all the time. Like I would just do the bare minimum, right? And it's like I don't want to spend all this energy to like practice getting a car because I just want to sleep all day, right? Um, and I started getting my license, right? Like I started practicing driving with my dad about 6 months ago. And
Mhm.
I would just practice little by little. I hated it, right? I had a lot of anxiety around driving, and I got my license. Like I can drive, but like I hate driving. I
Mhm.
have a
What
lot of
made
anxiety.
you anxious about driving?
Hmm?
What was it
Um,
about driving that made you anxious?
it's like the actual physical aspect of driving, the fact that there's other cars around me. If I make a mistake, they're gonna like honk me. Like if I make a mistake, I could get in a car crash, I could hit someone. I just really don't feel confident in what I'm doing. Like if I make one mistake, it's gonna affect everybody around me, right? So if I fuck up, like I could get in a car crash, like, and it's just like I just really it's just like I don't want to like I remember somebody like called like I got like somebody like got mad at me because I was being too slow, and I'm like I felt so bad, right? Like I just really don't like it, and I just get anxiety kind of every time I drive.
Okay. Um, so what do you do? How'd you get over that?
I'm not over it. I just kept doing it, and I eventually just got my license because the driving test isn't that hard. Like I could do everything on the test. I don't like I can drive. I just don't like driving around other people. Um, I
Why is
just
that?
um I just get kind of anxiety, I guess.
Okay.
I sort of like my dad is still gonna help me like learn how to drive and stuff. So I want kind of just gonna start by learning the basic stuff. Like how to get like I can get to work. Um, but I live really close by.
Have you ever um, lost, I don't know, touch with reality while you're driving, or like
Yeah, 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 yeah. So like I do that all the time, right? So I feel like disconnected from like what's real, kind of like I kind of get stuck inside my own head. Like I like daydreaming. I like imagining things.
So,
Sometimes my thoughts get me stuck in my head, and I'll not pay attention to what's going on. And it's like I know that would get me in trouble a lot of the times. 'Cause I miss details and stuff.
so when you say you're stuck in your head, can you clarify what that means?
Like if I worry about something like, oh, my hair looks bad or something, I'll think about that and I'll constantly focus on that, and I won't focus on what I'm doing, right?
Mhm.
And I'll make mistakes. Like when I'm working, sometimes I'll be focusing like on the thoughts in my head. Like they'll be really repetitive sometimes. Like and I'll really focus on that, and I won't be aware of what I'm doing, and I'll make a mistake, or I won't see things around me. Kind of like I feel like I'm always daydreaming. I get bored easily, so I'm always daydreaming about things.
Okay, so when you say you get bored, what causes you to get bored?
Well, I I do cashier, and it's honestly like really boring after like a couple hours because you're like I'm grateful to have a job, right? Because a lot of people don't have jobs. I'm grateful that I get to work. And they treat the employees well and stuff. Like I'm getting treated really well at my job, and I'm really grateful that I have this job. But I'm gonna be honest, it's really boring sometimes, right? Like it just gets like sometimes like I sometimes have to watch self checkout, and you just stand there for like 5 hours straight,
Hmm.
and it's just like you get bored. So I just daydream kind of. Um, I
Okay.
like daydreaming at home too.
Okay. So if I had to build on that, what would be the ideal job for you and why?
I want a job that's like not stressful. Like I don't have to be running all over the place, right? Like I was thinking of doing accounting, but I haven't really researched that much into it because I'm gonna go to college next year. Like I haven't. I'm taking a gap year because I just graduated high school.
Hmm.
Um, and I'm gonna think about what college I'm going to. I still have a couple years because I think I have to get my AA first. Like, and it's just like the basic stuff. It's like apparently like a repetition of high school. So I have a couple years to think about what I want to do. But I was thinking I might do accounting. But I really want a job where it's like indoors and it's like it's not like anything like gonna be like, oh, you have to adapt to this new situation or you have to do this new thing or you have to think on the spot. Because I have a really hard time doing stuff without directions, right? And it's like whenever they ask me to judge things and try to think of things on my own, I can't do it. Like I need like a set kind of like rules to follow, or else like I'm just not gonna get out. Like I get really anxious. So I really want a job that's like kind of stable in a way, and it's not gonna stress me out. And I also don't want to talk to too many people because it's also gonna stress me out.
Why do you have a problem with talking to too many people?
I don't know. It just kind of drains me. I'm not very good at it either. My social skills are not that good, and it's just really draining, honestly. Like I'll talk to people for a little bit, but after a while I get tired. Like a lot of people online, they think that I'm like an extrovert, right? But it's like you only see me talking and like turning on my camera and just talking a lot for like 30 minutes at
Hmm.
most. And then I turn off and then I leave and I go do something else, you know? So
Hmm.
it's like um kind of like that. I would consider myself like an introverted person.
Okay. Shelly, got anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna steal a question you used. If you woke up in a forest with no phone and nobody around,
Wow.
what would you do?
You must
I
really
don't
like.
know, because it's like if that actually happened, like I would have to try to figure out a way to get back to civilization, right? Or I would have to try to find another person who could help me, right? Like I really wouldn't want to be alone, right? Because if I was with somebody else, we could problem solve together, and I would have somebody else to depend on, kind of. Um, but I guess I would just like you would have to find food, I guess. But it's like I wouldn't want to drink like the water there because it's like it's probably gonna have parasites and stuff. So I guess I would just die. I guess. Because it's like, if I drink the water, I'm gonna get parasites and die anyways. Or like, I'm not gonna be able to find food, or like, I'll be able to find like maybe mushrooms or something. But you know, poisonous. Like, if I eat the mushrooms, right, and then they're poisonous, and then I die anyways. Like, but it's gonna be a painful death, right? Because I'm gonna be like throwing up and stuff. Like, but I feel like you wouldn't want to eat anything because you don't know what's in it. Like the water, you don't know what's in the water. Like you're gonna have to try to find civilization as quickly as possible because I don't think I have the skills to like survive in the wilderness.
Okay, so what do you think are your best skills?
I'm good at school. Um, I was good at school. I was good at remembering stuff. I was good at taking tests. Um, I'm trying to think. I'm not very good at talking to people. I'm not really sure. Like, but I was all I know is that I was really good at school. That's all. Um,
You have no other skills. Like you wouldn't bet anything with yourself. Like what are you good at? Like let's say for instance you had to market yourself within let's say a year, right? Let's
oh,
say
I'm really polite. I'm really polite. I will follow all the rules. Um, uh I'll try my best to get the like for a job interview. Um yeah, I'm like really polite. I'll do whatever they tell me to do. I think I learn things pretty quickly, right? As long as they show me how to do it, I can learn things pretty quickly. I'd say I'm pretty smart like in terms of learning things like I guess I can like I'm good like once I like remember something, I can like kind of like see the patterns, I guess, right? Like
Mhm.
that's what I was good at.
Okay.
Um
Okay.
yeah, I don't really cause problems with anyone.
What makes you feel like you're not your social skills aren't good?
I'm just really awkward. Like I never really had friends growing up. Like I always felt like I never fit in since I was really young, right? So, when I was like a kid, like I think when I was really young, when I first, like on my first day of school, that I knew I didn't fit in, right? Like the other people did not accept me. So I always kind of like, when I got older, I was really friendly when I was young. Um, and I tried to be people's friends and they didn't want to be my friend. So after a while, I kind of just stopped initiating with other people and I was always kept to myself, right? Um, I couldn't really understand how other people felt or what was like appropriate. And I kind of learned over time through making mistakes. I've always just kind of felt like they were bad. Because I'm awkward.
What do you think people misunderstand about you?
Um, well, there's a lot of things. Like a lot of people don't listen to the things I say when I tell them. What do people misunderstand about me? I don't really think people misunderstand me because I feel like there's not that much to understand, you know? I know so that some other people are misunderstood, right? Like I can see someone, right? And there was like this one guy that I got really mad at, right? Because he was being mean to me. And he was like, "Oh, you're an attention seeker." Oh, that I'm an attention seeker. It's not that. It's just like I like sharing how I feel with other people. Um, Kind of like if I feel sad, I'll tell them I feel sad, and it's not like I'm ungrateful for what I have or that like I'm not like, I don't know, but it's like it's not like that. I just like to share how I feel and people think like say like I'm an attention seeker and stuff because I'm just honest about how I feel. Like if I feel bad about something, I'll say so. If I feel insecure, I'll say so. And they call me an attention seeker because of that. And it's like it's just kind of like the way things are, but like yeah.
Okay, Shelly, anything? Damn, Shelly, I can't fucking hear you.
Sorry. If you could do anything you wanted to for a year without restrictions, what would you do?
Oh, like anything?
Yeah.
I would just not work and do nothing and be on Discord all day. Um
The
Like
fuck?
I would just go. I would go shopping every day if I had unlimited money. I would just go shopping, and stuff like that.
Okay. What is mm, thinking here? If you had three wishes and you could wish for anything, but you can't wish for any circumstances of unlimited wishes in any way, what would it be?
I think like my first wish is like I want to be like super good looking, like supermodel good looking. Um, my second wish is that I would want to be a billionaire, and then my third wish that maybe I was less awkward.
Okay. How would you describe yourself in three words?
I'm really sensitive. Um, I'd say kind. Um, and thoughtful.
Okay. What are some of the struggles for you?
I'm really sensitive, right? So like I'm really like worried about other people judging me. And I'm very sensitive to what other people say about me. Like if people say like, "Oh, you're doing this wrong," like I'll take it really personally, so I really feel it deeply, right? So whenever people criticize me, like I feel it like deeply, like and it hurts me. So I try to avoid that. Like, I'm really scared of like other people judging me, right? Because I feel like I'm not like meeting up kind of like the standards. So I kind of feel like, well, I could just hide from them, right? Um, I could just kind of hide my flaws from so that other people can't see and judge me. So I'm very scared of being judged by other people. I have a lot of mood swings, right? So my mood goes up and down kind of. And like I take like other people like what they say about me, like what their criticisms or whether they hate me or they like me or whether they're going to abandon me or not, I take it very personally and I feel things like really deeply and I have a lot of mood swings.
So could you explain what you mean when you say mood swings?
Like I have like sometimes I'll feel really really upset over something small or I'll get really mad over something small.
Mhm.
Like some days I'm talkative, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I believe this thing, sometimes I believe that thing. So I don't really know what's true about myself. because it's like I can kind of like think anything or I can believe anything. Like I can be anything. That's how I feel. And I remember someone asked me like, "Oh, you're always going to be looking for your identity," but like I feel like identity doesn't really matter to me, right? Because my identity is that I'm constantly changing. Like my mood is constantly changing. What I believe about myself is constantly changing. How I feel about myself is always changing. And the things I like and dislike will always change. And I feel like that in itself is an identity. So there's no point in searching for um like I guess something like rigid in a way. Um so that's how I kind of saw it.
Okay. Thomas, anything?
Um, I guess, I mean, if everything like went as planned, like where would you like to see yourself in like 5 or 10 years?
Oh, I want to move out. And I want to be like a stable person with like a stable job. Um, and like I want to have money. Um, I want to have like I want to be like financially secure and like not be homeless, right? And like not be like unhealthy, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Okay. What is something that creates a lot of anxiety in you?
Um, I guess like stuff like driving or anything that involves like the physical, right? Like I don't like dancing, like I don't like singing, like I don't like people like I feel very insecure about that. I feel insecure about things I haven't done before. Like things I've never done, like I get really anxious because it's like I don't know what to do. And it's like, well, someone show me what to do before I do it, right? Like I hate being thrown in those kinds of situations. I have a lot of anxiety basically on a daily basis. I just get really nervous, about most things. And it's like, I also get nervous about, like, I guess how other people will judge me.
Okay. Okay. What makes you happy?
Um, I really like it. What makes me happy? I guess I feel happy when people are nice to me. And when I can like talk to people, I guess.
It's pretty basic.
Yeah.
Um, if you were remembered for anything, what do you think that would be?
A lot of people will already remember me for just being like an attention seeker or something. So that's how I think people remember me, or being annoying or like not listening to them and stuff like that.
Okay, let's follow that up. What do you want to be remembered for?
Um, I guess like I want to be remembered as like something good, like not something bad. I don't know how to explain it. Like I don't want them to remember me in a bad way.
Okay. Is there any like dream or goal for yourself?
Oh yeah, yeah. I want to get fit, like in the gym. I also want to look better because I care a lot about how I look. I guess that's really stupid, and I also want to get like a good job that's stable and stuff, and move out.
Okay, I mean, you're 18, so
Yeah, I feel like there's only so many things in the world to want, right? Because there's only so many things to do.
okay. So how do you entertain yourself?
Oh, I go on Discord and I talk to people, or I listen to music. Sometimes I read manga and stuff, or like comics.
Okay, what mangas are you watching?
I read this one like it's like this one, and it's like there's like a body swap, right? It's like this guy, he like wakes up in like a girl's body, but the girl like it's like they swap bodies, but she's not in his body. Like his original body is still himself. So basically there's like two versions of him in the world, and they're
Mhm.
trying to find where the girl is because they swapped. Is what I'm reading currently.
Okay, what's your favorite?
Um, I can't remember. I
You
can't
can't,
remember.
you can't remember your own favorite manga?
No, I
How's
can't
that
remember.
possible? How's that
What?
possible? How's that
Huh?
possible? Do you read that many manga that you can't remember, like, or have like a attachment?
No. I
Really?
remember my favorite anime growing up was Hunter x Hunter. That was my favorite one. I've seen it like 11 times, but I haven't seen it in a while because I've seen it too many times.
Okay, why Hunter x Hunter?
Because I just really liked it, you know?
Who's your favorite
Uh,
character?
probably Killua.
Why kill him?
Mm, I don't know. I just thought he was cool, you know?
Okay.
I don't really have a lot of reasons for why I think things. Like, I don't really have reasons. Like, I either like it or I don't like it.
Okay.
Why do you rewatch things? Just out of
Hmm?
curiosity. Why do you
Um,
rewatch?
I was just obsessed with it. Like, I don't rewatch things now. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I was just like really obsessed with it, so I would want to watch it over and over again for some reason. I don't know why, but
I
I
can't
don't do that
stand
now.
rewatching so I can't rewatch nothing. I
Yeah,
swear to
me
God.
neither. Like, I can't do that anymore.
I remember Christian said something the other day. He said something. I think he said they need to remake Dragon Ball Z or something. And I said, "What the fuck you gonna rewatch watching fucking Dragon Ball Z for? What the fuck are you doing that shit for? It's the same fucking story. Like, what the fuck? We need to create something fucking new. Go into a different
Yeah,
use. Stop using fucking Goku. Jesus Christ! Like, build
yeah,
a new story." And he's like, "Oh well, I would like to watch it again. With the bro, what the fuck is the same story, bro? And then you're gonna compare it to like the old voice actors, and then you're gonna be kind of pissed off with that. So it's like, why not just create an entire different dimension where you can build up new characters? Maybe in the future you make them fight Goku.
yeah.
Oh my fucking god, how hard is that? I don't understand why people are so goddamn stupid.
Yeah, I
Um,
remember how they're making all the Disney remakes, but like the character looks nothing like the original, and they're like, why not just make a new character instead of just like changing the
yeah,
original?
it's like,
Just be
well, just create something fucking new.
yeah,
But
yeah.
we in this remake world we in right now. Shelly, you're not on camera. What are you doing? Uh, shit, we can't see you, Shelly. Oh, you like
There.
disappeared, Shelly. Are we done here, guys, or are we gonna keep going? What do you guys
I,
want?
I think we're done.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do one of you guys want to give it to, or you want me to do?
You could break it down, man.
All righty. So we got you for very initiating.
Mhm,
Very initiating. Like very initiating. We got you. So that eliminates 8 types. You can't be an extrovert if you're initiating
mhm,
as fuck. Everything seems to be your own experience. A lot of SI. A lot of SI. And you talked about a little practice. Your little story about driving seemed to be progression, okay? How you got over your fear of driving was progression. Um, like you just said, I kept doing it until I got over it. Like there was like no, like it's just progression. You didn't even know how you did it. You had no like true outcome in mind there. So we hit you for progression in SI. So that means you are a starter type that is not an ESFP. We got you for TFI. Like I really got you hardcore for FI parent there, saying you want to share your feelings with people,
mhm,
right? That's some parent function because parent function likes to like go outwardly,
mhm.
and it likes to nurture and give to other people. A lot of times. So I got you for FI parent there, or just in general TFI. So that would basically eliminate you down just from that alone. And everything you think seems to be surface level. There's no deep thought to you.
No,
Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to
no, it's not. It's true.
because you said sometimes I think this, sometimes I think that, like sometimes I believe this, sometimes I believe that, it's just like romating around just constantly. So we got you for ENFP.
Oh, that's what so many other people have been saying recently. Because a lot of people, like, I got originally got typed in Eagle Hackers, right? And I got typed as an ESTP. And I remember I was talking to my friend, hey, this doesn't really fit me, right? Like, I don't really relate to this. And she was like, well, send me a selfie. Like, she was going to visual type me. And apparently, she's like, hey, you look like a UDUF ENFP. And
I
she
don't
was like,
really
maybe you can explore that.
follow the UD shit. I don't really, that's his stuff. Unfortunately, that's his stuff, his temples and octagram. We don't really do that
Yeah.
here. What we do believe is that everybody has one personality type, and we're gonna do our best to find that one personality type. I wouldn't say you seem UDUF. I mean, you don't seem to be bitter or anything like that. You seem to be full of like youth and joy and stuff like that. So I mean, personally, me, I think if I was to say anything, you seem to be somebody who's like
Yeah.
you have childish energy to you. And
Yeah,
even
a lot of people
childish
say
energy means that they're in their child function a lot, unfortunately. Those who have a very like stern kind of parently type feeling to them or the very stern, they're usually in their parent function a lot more. You seem to be a lot more in your child function, kind of childish. Unfortunately, I just have to say it. Shelly looking at me crazy right now, but I had to say it. So we got you for ENFP. Any questions you got for us? Anything like that?
No, it makes sense.
Makes sense to ENFP. I don't even think that even works. Um, Nothing. You don't want to say anything? Anything you want to?
Like, what do you want me to say?
What do I want you to say? I don't care really. I just asked you
Oh,
if you got any things you
will you
want to
send
say.
me the recording?
I'll post it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we posted on YouTube.
Hmm.
So yeah, we got your ENFP. I think it was pretty obvious. Shelly, you got anything you want to say?
No, I just hope that the CSJ people don't come after me. No, they're gonna come after me because it's if I disagree with them, they like get like offended and they're like, no, you're an ESTP, and then they're gonna like come after me. So I hope they don't see this.
I mean, I really don't give a fuck what. To be honest, that's just me. I don't give a fuck. I call what I see, and what I see is, And then I also got two other people also looking. So,
Yeah.
um,
You're so informative.
Oh, thank you.
There's no way.
and there's so much like SI, like what the fuck, crazy. And where's the control? Where's the fucking control? There's
Yeah,
no
I always thought like I
like
was
where's the controlling outcome? Like
it's like I
not
always
there.
kind of see things as like a process, right? And it's all about making a new process so I can get things done as fast as possible, like get closer to the goal. You know?
Yeah, that's progression.
Yeah,
But
that's what I said.
you see the difference between like the way I communicate and the way you
Yeah,
communicate.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
Because you're not talking a lot.
I'm like, I gotta hold this motherfucker. Like I gotta like
Yeah, yeah.
grab you
And
and
like I
stick you
remember,
there.
I
Like
was on CSJ's stream, right? And he said that you were an ESFP, and I'm like, that's the first time I ever heard of you. And I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go join a server. And then I joined the server.
yeah,
You're an ESFP, but like I
I
don't see
mean,
it. You're not initiating. Like I mean, not initiating, but you're not like informative. Like you're not like talking. You're just
yeah.
really direct with like it's just what you're
I
saying.
just try to like my thought when I'm dealing with a person like you is immediately like I gotta hold this person like here and shut their fucking mouth like one time and then like because a formative initiating people, they talk so fucking much that like you lose what you got in your head to say to them. And
Yeah.
if you
So I
interrupt
forget what.
them, if you interrupt them, they get upset and butthurt that you interrupted them. But it's like, yo, what the fuck? Like I'm sitting here just listening to your fucking just bullshit. That's how I feel with dealing with formative initiating people. Like sometimes I want to correct the ENTP, but they've been talking so goddamn long that I forgot.
Yeah. Like I remember like I was watching C.S. Joseph's video on movement versus outcome like last night. And like he was saying the same sentence like over and over again, just in a different way for 30 minutes straight. I'm like, bro, I can't watch this. So I just went and asked somebody about it.
Yeah, I have to put him on like 2x.
I'd rather just read the books for myself. I think that you'll get more out of it by reading like actual Linda Barron's interaction styles. She does have books. She does exist. Sorry to tell you guys that she does exist. You can buy her books.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's what we got here. We got E and
Thank
F P.
I
Thank
really
you for
appreciate it.
coming on. We will send you your verified role on
Thank
the
you.
code, okay? Thank you for coming on and
Yep.
have a great day.
You too.
All right.
Wait, how do I leave? Okay, I'm gonna leave.
No, you good.